So this Notre Dame story is totally out there, man. Totally out there. I was telling you about outside while I was having a smoke. So it's Manti Te'o, and I went to a Notre Dame game in October. Fucking freezing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people are complaining out here about the cold because it's L.A. and, oh, my God, it's 50 fucking 5.
Yeah, right. Boy, when a super virus comes to destroy us all,
yeah,
Los Angelinos will be the first ones to.
Oh, yeah, no. We'll be begging for our lives before it even comes. Right. Like, there'll be a rumor on the internet it's coming, and we'll be begging. So I go to this game at Notre Dame in October, and it's like 40 degrees, and it's freezing, and everyone there's like, thank God it's still warm in October. Yeah, so that's the difference between here and there.
Yes.
Yep. And I'm sitting there freezing. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not used to this anymore. But so this Manti Te'o, he's really, really good. He's a linebacker for Notre Dame. He's their star. It's rare when a linebacker is your star. He's like the Urlacher at Notre Dame. Lance Briggs good. I mean, that's how good this guy is. Mm-hmm. So in September, his grandma dies. And on the same day, his girlfriend dies. And Sports Illustrated, ESPN, blah, blah, blah. And he plays a game that day, and he has 12 tackles. Sports Illustrated, ESPN, everyone gushing over this story. What an inspirational story, this, and that. Hollywood wants to make it the next Brian song, you know. Finds out today, after Deadspin.com, which, you know, a lot of people rip on Deadspin for being trashy. They can be trashy, just like every other internet blog that's trying to get hits. But they actually are now doing the real reporting out there. Because ESPN didn't figure this out or didn't want to figure it out. Sports Illustrated didn't do their due diligence or didn't want to do their due diligence. But now the real papers and the real media outlets are no longer doing their due diligence. And when the media bitches about all these newspapers are folding this and that and everyone's reading everything on the internet, the reason why is internet reporters are actually doing reporting. They're doing research. They're doing due diligence on things. So, Deadspin, been working on this for months, did due diligence on this. Her Social Security number shows that she never existed. No birth, no death, no obituary, no leukemia, no hospital, no car crash she was supposedly in a week or two before her death. No, she doesn't exist. There was no girlfriend. It was the movie Catfish. And now there's some evidence coming out that Manti Te'o is one of the person, him and someone else created this girlfriend on the internet and killed her off. And killed her off at the same time as Grandma died, by the way.
You already had Grandma, though. What did you need a girlfriend for to burgeon the story?
Yeah, so now college defensive player of the year, Manti Te'o, made up and by the way, you're Manti Te'o. Shouldn't you be able to get as much trim as you want?
Right.
And he's a Mormon.
Okay.
It gets better.
Okay.
So, listen, this guy's out of his fucking mind, right? Am I crazy? Like, they need to examine his brain for concussion.
Or he's a genius who knows how the media machine works, and he knows how to exploit something that's going to get him a deal.
But a genius
that's
wouldn't have
get eyes
caught.
on him.
A genius wouldn't have gotten caught, and now he's going to look really bad.
He didn't think he would get caught.
No, right.
But see, this is the thing, though. You can exploit that kind of stuff because people are suckers for a mawkish story involving death, and it's linked to his successes, and it's supposed to be so inspirational.
I mean,
you
he
could
makes
make
up
that
this
shit
fake
up,
girlfriend
people,
having leukemia and getting bone marrow transplants and Twitter accounts, and people gave money to a charity in her name.
But the real story is here, people fell for it.
Yep.
People fall for it. Everyone believes everything they're told.
Sure. And now, well, that's what I'm saying about ESPN.
Why are Sacha Baron Cohen movies funny?
No, right. People buy it.
Right.
But here's the thing. How is Sports Illustrated and ESPN not doing due diligence on this, and it came from Deadspin.com? This is the real story for me. The real story for me is these people, now Manti Te'o claims he's the victim of a hoax. That's horseshit. That's what Notre Dame put out in a press release.
Right.
There is evidence showing him and his friend created this account. And just like Lance Armstrong, who, by the way, came out to Oprah this week saying he used steroids, I've not gotten one fucking apology from one fucking asshole that sent me hundreds of emails saying what a hero Lance Armstrong is.
Fuck him.
And I've seen people write on the internet, can I get my money back that I gave to Livestrong and bought all that Livestrong crap? I have not gotten one fucking apology. I got railroaded railroaded by people when I posted that story.
No, because you shit on their goofy little patriotic hero complex you've shoved out there. You're supposed to be.
So in the same way, I'm going to say right now, I know there's a lot of domers maybe listening who are like, okay, let's not talk about this all day because it's bad for Notre Dame. Just like the rape story a few years ago where a teammate raped a girl and she committed suicide and Notre Dame tried basically covering it up.
Well, that's what, yeah.
And okay, but here's the deal. I know there's domers listening that don't want to hear this, but Manti Te'o, great football player, complete scumbag, and had absolutely something to do with
But this is a better.
Sorry.
I think this is a better story now that this came out for a movie. In my opinion,
no, I do too. I thought movie when I read this.
Yeah.
I never thought movie when I read, the girlfriend died 12 tackles.
For the Lance Armstrong people, first of all, choose your own heroes instead of accepting the ones that you're told to have as heroes, or better yet, don't have them.
Right.
And another thing. Why is this internet writer for Deadline.com, why isn't this person an actual journalist? Because isn't it fucked up that's what gets the coverage?
Yep.
Someone does investigative piece and outs this person immediately.
And by the way, now CBS is covering it, ESPN's covering it,
a
Sports
worthy
Illustrated's
story,
covering it,
like
and
the fact
no
that
one's saying
people
about
in
that
wheelchairs smoking pot, smoking a joint, get caught, thrown in jail without any hope of getting out because we live in a horrible police state. Nothing comes out on that. That's kept hidden from us. But we're all over this. What a scandal.
I don't think, by the way, with what you brought up, I don't think it's because people are trying to bury it. I think it's because no one's doing their fucking job. I think journalists as a whole have gotten lazy
and myopic.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. They basically just borrow journalism from whoever does cover it.
Right.
And they just put it in their outlet and rewrite it or whatever.
Right.
Like what is going on right now.
Who drives out to go to a source and verify things and
Nobody
go to the
anymore.
library?
Nobody anymore. That's why there's no more good journalism movies. There's no more good journalism movies
that take place
because
in the
there's no
present
more good
day.
journalist stories.
Right.
Yeah, because journalists don't do their fucking jobs anymore.
Yeah.
They don't do their
Some
jobs.
people say that I think the media are liberal or conservative. I don't think so much as lazy.
Now, instead of finding out the facts,
lazy and myopic.
CBS, ESPN, everyone's reporting that Notre Dame's put out a press release talking about how Manti Te'o says he's a victim of the hoax. Is anyone doing any due diligence on that, or are they now just going to say he's a victim of the hoax? And then the story the next day is going to be he wasn't a victim of the hoax. It's just to fill news. It's just to get hits.
Right.
See, it's like the movie The Paper that Ron Howard did, which I think is very underrated, actually. I think it's one of Ron Howard's better films. And there's a great point they make in that story, the Glenn Close character, where Michael Keaton wants to correct a headline because it's wrong. She goes, it's wrong today, we'll be right tomorrow. You'll sell the paper today, you'll sell it tomorrow. We vindicate them the next day. Right. That's how the newspaper business works. And that's what's going on here, too. They're like, we'll use this story today, and then when something else comes out tomorrow, that'll be the story. No one cares about being right anymore.
No.
So
how long can we get this, keep this in the news, keep it a headline before it starts to get stale? How much traction can we get?
Well,
readers?
That's my rant on that. I really have nothing else on that because I think it's disgusting. And by the way, I'll fast forward you to the end of this story because
is it really disgusting though? Are you really disgusted by what the guy did as the way that people react? The reaction to me.
I'm disgusted at the reaction. I'm disgusted at what he did. I'm disgusted by the whole thing. It's all disgusting.
The ensuing circus for me is always a lot more interesting than the original event because it says a lot more about our society and where we are, and it's more worthy of attention for that reason.
I agree with that.
Take any new major story, and I'm never as fascinated by it as I am by the circus, the ensuing circus.
I agree with that. The problem I have with this story is the problem I have with a lot of things where it's people, but it comes back to what you said, which is about the circus. But people choose their heroes not so wisely.
Yes.
And this is part of the problem of being a meathead who watches sports and thinks these athletes are fucking heroes. And hardcore
sports fans historically are not the most independent, minded lot.
No,
as you may know.
No, they're not. They're meatheads.
Yeah.
They're meatballs. Dupes. Oh wait, Pat just sent me something.
Are we getting hate mail?
Pat just sent me something from TMZ, which is probably more accurate than any other news source at the moment.
God, that is so depressing to me.
Manti Te'o claims he was duped and humiliated. All right, I will tell you this. These are people not even reading the whole Deadspin article. There is a guy that came out who is Manti Te'o's friend who said, we created the hoax. They're not even reading the whole fucking article.
They click, they shut it off.
Yeah, they click, they read the headline, they go, this is awful. Notre Dame sends them a little press release, and now all of a sudden, and by the way, the last line in the TMZ story is, are you buying what he's selling? I am fast-forwarding you to the end of this story right now. He was involved. There will be proof because the internet does not lie, and there will be proof on the internet.
Those people on that show, Matt, those are journalists.
Yeah, right.
That blonde-haired guy with his hat backwards, that is a journalist.
But through cachet on the internet, because everything on the internet's there for life, you will find out he was involved. I'm promising you right now, you're all going to hate me for a few weeks, and then no one's going to apologize. But, yeah, he's a scumbag. He's involved. He wasn't duped. No, this is all horseshit. You're telling me, let me just, simple math, as I like to tell people. I like to tell people simple math. I'll say this to Caesar. I say this to Pat Tobias. Anytime,
Caesar. Pat Tobias.
Anytime people overanalyze things, I say, you're thinking too much. Simple math. Defensive lineman of the year. Probably going to go the top 10 in the draft. World famous. Before any fake girlfriend.
Right.
This guy could get laid by whoever, whenever. Why is he falling in love, supposedly, with a girl he's never met on the internet? Sorry. That smells bullshit right the fuck there. Bullshit. It's complete and utter bullshit. This isn't You've Got Mail.
Right.
Okay? This is horseshit. You do not fall in love when you're that guy with girls you meet on Twitter.
Like, are you saying that when he's done with the game, or when practice is over, when the game is over, he just goes right home, goes to bed, stays inside?
Well, that's what he said. No, what he used to write on Twitter was, I had an 8-hour phone call with my girlfriend, and she's in the hospital, and I woke up and she was breathing this morning into the phone, and it was
an 8-hour phone call?
It was beautiful. Yeah. This is all horseshit.
Yeah.
Horseshit.
That's not even...
I'm telling you, people, simple math. Don't overanalyze shit. Okay? It's just simple. Simple. People are too fucking everything's got to be this complex mystery to make people feel better about their own thought process. They're like, I figured it out like Columbo.
Crack the conspiracy,
There's no conspiracy to crack. It's one sentence.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't believe people fall for this shit. To put 2 and 2 together. It's not that hard. Brian Urlacher is sitting at home right now going, bullshit.
Right.
Because he knows how much he got laid in college based off of being a world-class athlete at his own school. By the way, this girl is not like a 10. And by the way, the pictures are fake. The reason Deadspin also found out is these pictures were of another girl who came out and said, no, that's me. And I've never met this guy ever. Okay? I'm sorry. And he does not fall in love with someone on Twitter. Bullshit. Complete. Sorry. I don't think, domers are going to be like, oh, he's such a good guy, blah, blah, blah. Oh, go fuck yourself.
Believe that you're an idiot.
Meathead. Yeah, you're an idiot.
Yeah, I think we can safely say. If you read that.
Simple math.
That's and a case to be made for more funding to our public schools.
Yeah. I'm gonna end it that story on that because that's good.
And
that's
a
good one-liner for me. It made me laugh.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else laughed with you because who knows how many Notre Dame meatheads are. And by the way, I like Notre Dame. This is not about me hating Notre Dame.
I know. We're Midwestern. We were for Notre Dame.
I'm for Notre Dame. I'm for separating myself from the I root for Notre Dame, so I have to think everything's on the up and up all the time, and everyone's loyal and angels over there.
Right.
It's horseshit.
Right.
It's horseshit. Separate your heroes from fucking the sport. It's a sport.
It's a sport, and honestly, in college, especially college sports, where there are college sports being played, there's some kind of lies that's happening somewhere.